Let's go. Rangers win, baby. 4-1 over the Washington Capitals. And a huge win, as Chris Kreider said yesterday during practice. Getting a win against a division team, especially like the Washington Capitals. Ill. Huge points, and it's more like 4 points instead of 2. That's what Kreider said. Winning these divisional games is like that. For me, especially against the Capitals, I can't fucking stand that piece of shit team. Can't stand looking at Tom Wilson's stupid face. Ovi, yeah, he deserved this cup, but I still can't stand looking at his stupid face. Ilya Samsonov, I mean, give me a break. That guy was really in a conversation to be up there with Ilya Sorokin and Igor Shesterkin as some of the best goalies in the league. Absolutely laughable. Absolutely laughable. The Rangers win a huge game over Washington, giving them a nice gap between them and Washington, as they have 2 games in hand on Washington, so they control their own destiny there in that regard. And then, of course, the Pittsburgh Penguins lost tonight, so the Rangers climbed back to second place. Huge win for the boys. We're here to discuss it. We're here to dive deep into it. Before we do that, though, be sure to leave a like on the video. Of course, if you do enjoy, especially you like my review here. Subscribe, especially if you're Ranger fans, because we cover every single Ranger game. And when the Mets come back, hopefully soon with the MLB lockout, we're going to be covering them. So if you're a Met fan too, definitely subscribe. Maybe we bring some other content to the channel soon as well. Who knows? But also turn notifications on as well. But let's dive into this game. There is a lot to talk about, and a lot of good to talk about, more than bad, which is really nice. This is one of the most complete efforts that the Rangers have had all year, and to do it against a team like the Washington Capitals, yeah, you absolutely love that. Washington, in my opinion, has not been this juggernaut that they look to be. To me, it's mainly just been Ovi carrying the load for them, but they are still the Washington Capitals after all. And for the Rangers to do this against a team that they may face in the playoffs, it is absolutely huge. It's absolutely huge for them. And I am a very big fan of the effort tonight. You saw some good 5-on-5 play from the boys. You saw the power play. That wasn't too hot. You maybe are a little worried there. But at the same time, I will trade the garbage power play for great play 5-on-5 any day of the week, because you're going to win more hockey games if you play better 5-on-5. That's just how this works, because you play 5-on-5 most of the game. Unless there's somehow an absurd amount of penalties, but it never really gets to that degree. But maybe you thought it would tonight. At the end, it got a little physical. Ryan Lindgren getting in Connor Sheary's kitchen a bit. The Zebras, of course, didn't let them fight, but yeah, let's let Tom Wilson jump on Artemi Panarin and pull his hair and everything last year. So that's cool. I really wanted Ryan Reeves there at the end with how comfortable of a lead the Rangers had to go out there and fuck the shit out of Wilson, rock the fuck out of him. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that, but it is what it is. I'll take the win. That is definitely enough of a fuck you to Wilson to me. That's enough of a fuck you to Wilson to me, personally. But let's dive into this. Like I said, first period, 11-7 in favor of the Capitals for shots. Doesn't really show how that first period went. The first period was just all, or not all, but mostly Rangers. Dryden Hunt got a look pretty early in the period, and what is he doing instead of shooting it? He what's called? Am I thinking of the wrong play? I don't even remember. But Dryden Hunt, call him Chad, but he had a chance early that he no, I think it was an odd man rush that he decides not to shoot on, I believe. I don't remember what it was, but regardless, I'm just looking at my Twitter notes here. I'm looking at what I tweeted to help me out here. But Barron also had a pretty good chance in the first period. Julian Gauthier looked great. He was all over the damn ice. He had a great move there in the first period, I believe it was, as well. And then Adam Fox wasn't able to bury that, unfortunately. What else do we have? Sorry, just looking at what I tweeted during the first period. But tweet about odd man rushes and us not capitalizing on it. Well, how about that? Because that changed later in the game. yeah, Barkley Goodrow also. Him getting an odd man rush when he made it so obvious that he was gonna pass, which was stupid. But then Ovi took a penalty in the same sequence. But yeah, that I'm trying to remember most of what happened in the first period. But regardless, let's just scratch going to Twitter. My God, this breakdown is all over the map right now. But I'm just amped up right now. I'm amped up from that freaking win. But Mika Zibanejad scores in the first period from Lafreniere and Jones. Lafreniere with a beautiful no-look pass to Mika Zibanejad between the legs. Zibanejad 100 miles per hour on that shot. One time ESPN comes up clutch there with a random stat that nobody else would care about otherwise. And then Jones also gets an apple, and the Rangers go up 1-0 early in this game. And overall, like I said, the first period was very strong from them, getting a lot of good chances and not giving Washington much. Shots were split 9 in the second period, though. And you know who scores early in the second? Alexi Lafreniere on a tip from Ryan Lindgren's shot. Beautiful tip there. I think that was actually I don't remember who it was in front of the net. It might have actually been Wilson there. No, I think it was Carlson actually. Trying to get Laffy out of the way. Yeah, it was Carlson, I believe. Am I going crazy? Let me just see quickly. I'm all over the map. It was neither of them. Okay. I don't even know who this was. But regardless, Lafreniere scores, which is what you like to see. He was all over the place tonight. Lafreniere had a great game, one of the best lines, and the first line in general. Because then in the third period, Chris Kreider scores from Fox and Zibanejad. Kreider, who we've been looking for the past 3 games, he cooled down quite a bit. He gets a rebound opportunity in front, and he scores. Rangers go up 3-0, and not too long after, Barkley Goodrow. Beautiful play by Ryan Reeves on the other end of the ice there. By the way, the Kreider goal, Lafreniere hungry on pucks there, but Fox and Zibanejad got the assist if I didn't mention that. But for the Barkley Goodrow goal, Reeves wins a nice puck battle there. Kevin Rooney sauces a beautiful pass over the Barkley Goodrow. Barkley Goodrow between the legs of Samsonov, and the Rangers go up 4-0. The crowd mocks Washington, singing the goodbye song to them. Absolutely love that. Would have loved the fuck Tom Wilson chant in there, I can't lie. But then, unfortunately, Ovi had the rain on the parade of the shutout and score late. My TV went out, but I saw it on my phone afterwards. He gets a little tip in front of the net from Kuznetsov, and it makes it 4-1. But the Rangers still hold on to win this game, thankfully. If they somehow choke this, my God, I would not be able to make this video at all. And the Rangers win. The third period, the shots were 17-5, but overall, they had a very complete effort. The shot totals really do not justify or show how they did. Strome, by the way, took 2 brutal penalties at the end of the first and second period. My God. But shots on goal for the game total 37-21 in favor of Washington. Face-off 63-37 in favor of Washington. Pims 12-8 in favor of, well, more for the Rangers, but hits 24-17 in favor of the Rangers. Block shots split at 10 and giveaways 8 for the Capitals, 9 for the Rangers. So overall, very pleased with the effort. Let's talk about each line for the night. The first line of Kreider, Zibanejad, Lafreniere, easily the best line of the night. Are you freaking kidding me? Lafreniere with one of his best games. Would have loved to see him get the Gordie Howe hat trick, maybe, huh? He had just such an amazing game, and he's proven that he's got to stay on that first line to Gallant. And then Zibanejad, he's looking so solid. And hopefully we get the second half Zibanejad that we got from last year, because my God, was he an animal last year in the second half. And then Kreider looked like himself more tonight. There were flashes of him not really being noticeable out there tonight, but I thought overall he had a solid game. The second line, Panarin, Strome, and Hunt. Actually, I thought they were the worst line, honestly, of the night. Hunt just is not, but man, he is not good. They need to get a second line winger ASAP. I don't care that Kakko gets slapped back in there. They have to get somebody there, because Dryden Hunt, they can't play him. Strome had a rough night in terms of penalties, and overall, I thought that he just had a very bad game. And then Panarin also was just making a lot of mistakes tonight. I thought that line was definitely bad. The third line of McKegg, Barron, and Gauthier. I thought Barron and Gauthier were really good. Barron was getting in the kitchen of a couple of Capitals players, which I liked. And Goche was really great. Just of course the same story of all year. He can't finish. And then McKegg, he was decent. Got a couple forward checks going. He set up who was it for that opportunity? He set up Barron for that opportunity where Barron got robbed. I think that was the first period. So overall, pretty good effort though from that third line. Barron needs to be a regular, for crying out loud. And the fourth line needs to stay the same. Rooney, Goudreau, and Reeves, they need to stay as a fourth line. Someone called them the swagger line on Twitter. I'm sorry, I can't get on board on that. Too many David Quinn vibes with the word swagger. Can't get on board with that name, but I definitely can get on board with a new name for that line because, my God, they are an insane line when they're together. That line needs to stay intact, which is why they need to make trade deadline moves to improve the third line and the second line. For the defense, Lindgren and Fox, great efforts from them, especially because as of lately, they've looked a little bit slow. I think that they definitely had a great effort tonight. Same with Miller and Trouba. Miller, my God, in the second period, was he making great defensive plays? A couple great ones. Kreider got an opportunity off of them, I'm pretty sure, which ended up being saved there by Samsonov. And then you have Jones and Schneider, who were solid tonight, as they have been together. Keep Jones in the lineup, please. The way he handles the puck, my God, just please keep him in the lineup. And it's just Durkin could have got the shutout. Of course, the announcers had to jinx it. You throw your arms up, of course, because I knew the second they said shutout, that was going to happen. But let's get to Twitter tonight early on this one because my voice is killing me. My throat's killing me, but let's get to it. New York Style 24 says, what a fucking win. All 5v5 goals. Revo broke Wilson. Yeah, you definitely love to see the 5-on-5 play improve tonight. Would I like to have seen a little bit better in the third period? Yes, maybe. But even then, they scored the most goals in the third period out of any period. But that's just nitpicking either way. This was a very impressive effort, and I was very pleased with it. So I'm not going to complain at all one bit. And Revo, I would have loved to have seen him fight Wilson, but yeah, he was all over them tonight. Ryan Reeves with what, 5 hits? My God, was he all over the ice. Would have loved to have seen him throw more bodies around, even if he could have. But yeah, definitely pleased with the effort there. Would have liked to have seen a power play goal, but again, nitpicking there. Because this second power play we got is awful. Awful looks. Definitely was not on point. And then NY Arteta's thoughts on Igor tonight. Hart Trophy. He needs to be in consideration for the Hart Trophy. If he's not gonna get Hart Trophy, whoever's voting, if nobody gives him Hart Trophy votes, I'm gonna have to find the writers because my God, has he just been absolutely electric, just carrying a lot, making huge saves. How about the one on Kuznetsov backdoor tonight? Stopping a lot of backdoor chances. He was just insane tonight, but that's just what he does every night. But that is pretty much yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. They were second in the division now at 71 points. Love to see it. We're easily on pace to crush 100, so knocking on wood there because hopefully we do it. 71 points, like I said. We now passed Pittsburgh, who we have 2 games in hand on, so we could definitely get a comfortable lead going here. We're not too far from Carolina. They have 1 game in hand on us, but let's make some of these games count. We got a lot of divisional games coming up. Next game is against Vancouver, I believe. Hopefully I'll be at that game, by the way, because I was not able to make it tonight considering how much the game costed. But I should be at that game against Vancouver, so say what's up if you catch me there. And then I probably will go against St. Louis as well. But then you got some big divisional games coming up right before the trade deadline and after. You got the Islanders in there. You got the Canes in there. You got New Jersey, Pittsburgh again. And then April, my God, is it pretty much like the entire division. You got the Islanders, Flyers, Devils, Penguins, Canes, Flyers, Islanders, Canes, Capitals. And then you only have like 4 games against non-divisional opponents in there. So that is going to be a huge month there. This is a huge sprint coming up. Hopefully the boys could come through. But that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are new, of course. Follow me on Twitter if you have not already. Turn the notifications on. And I will see you guys in